Hey guys, this is Aiden from Team Longshot. I've got Sam here who just got top 16 at the Pittsboro Regional, North Carolina. What deck was he playing, Sam?
I was playing White Force Azamina, just my favorite deck.
How'd it go?
Honestly, it's been performing really well lately, and I finally was able to get my invite. Of course, I bubbled out last round. Any spell's a hell of a card.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But I figured I'd just go ahead and show you what I've been playing with the deck lately.
Alrighty, sounds good. Let's see it.
So I'm just gonna show you the normal stuff that people play. 3 LZ, 3 Sylvie of the White Forest, 1 Stellar, and 1 LZ Azamina of the White Forest, and then Diabellstar, the White Witch. Those are the main White Forest main deck monsters.
Okay.
It's all pretty standard.
Yeah.
I think people got it down pat now. But I figure we'll go on to the spells for it. We'll do Tales of the White Forest, Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, a few special summon, and then this one I'm at 41, so I'll explain this. I decided to go with 3 Witch of the White Forest field spell.
Okay.
I was doing 2 because I felt like if I'm going first, I need to play as much as possible, so have as many starters as I can, without like compromising too much, and it's easier for side patterns because I can side one out, going second, so I'm not losing too much.
Yeah.
So if I need more non-engine, I can just take this out. If I need Perulia, I can take it out.
Okay.
So it just really helps in side patterns.
Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of lists are playing 2 of that card. So do you feel like 3 is better, or would you cut it if you go down to like 40? What do you think about it?
I'm still gonna keep it. I'm actually I'll explain the next card. The card I will be cutting down to 1, and I'll explain my reasoning for it. It's a little strange, but it's just my personal preference.
Okay.
And then of course for the last White Force card, Woes. I think everyone should be still playing this card. Absolutely, this card actually saved me on one of the rounds. I summoned Diabell's an attack, and it saved me actually.
Oh yeah, how to do that?
The guy had 2 buys on the field, and I did some quick. It was a yummy deck. I was doing quick math. He was at like 2,400 attack, so I did Woes, summons an attack. He couldn't swing over it, and I had effect, and I had dump, and I had Philia, so I follow up. It was a really cool interaction.
Sounds really
cool.
good, yeah.
But I would say that's about it for the White Force stuff.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and start doing Azamina. One Diabellstar, the Black Witch. I mean, I think that's pretty good. You don't want to see too many of her, just because you play 3 wanted. So like playing two at this deck count is kind of redundant.
That's fair. Yeah.
And then of course one Vengeance. I think this is very standard. You don't need any more. I think 1's just fine. And then now for the spells of it, 3 wanted. I think 3 is just perfect, just because for the grind game. Just because you get the bottom deck card and draw, but I think it's one of the better cards. Deception, tribute, add Azamina card. So because in this deck there's 3 different Azamina cards I play, which is so it makes this card even better. Which I'll show you what I'm playing and my reasoning for it. I am on 1 Debtors. I think this card is heavily slept on. If you open Field Spell, of course you're locked out of Dark, so your extra deck. So if you start with Field Spell only before even doing Azamina plays, you can go ahead and you can make Herald under Field Spell, and then when you use Azamina LZ to let's say make one of the synchros, like the Diabellstar synchro, or even Herald you can search for Deception, and then Deception attribute something to add Debtors, set the Debtors, and then this lets you make Azamina fusion monsters on your opponent's turn. And then you can banish from your graveyard to bring back an Azamina monster, like let's say Sylvia.
Okay.
Or Ilya Sylvia, I should say. So it helps increase crackback, and even going into boards, you can quick effect chain as well, which is really cool to still fusion summon, because a lot of people don't respect this card.
Yeah.
So this is, I say, one of my favorite tech pieces. And then you have Hallowed Azamina, of course, and everyone knows what it does, and fusion summons into a Azamina monster. That's 100% just play at 1, don't play anymore. I think these 2 are just perfect.
Yeah.
Now this one I did test the regionals. I really enjoyed it a lot, so I'm going to keep it. Cicerus of the White Forest. It's a way to like help increase like your turn 1 board. Just because whenever I make Morazine to bring back the Diabell's Synchro, I can go ahead whenever I'm done is activate this, tag out Morazine to summon Black Witch, and then I can go ahead and activate Sylvia in Graveyard to summon herself back, and then make Jiraishim. So it just helps increase the ceiling of my board.
Yeah.
And then of course I am main decking Subversion. I see a lot of people side decking this card instead. Personally, I'd rather just have this, in my main deck no matter what. And for a reason if you go against Vanquishable Canine, you just main deck this, so they have the Zuna and make Ripper. You have this in hand, you back row their 1/of Ripper. And
yeah.
It's gone. That's it. It's gone now.
Yeah, I like Subversion a lot. I think it's really good.
Exactly. I think it's fantastic too. So I would honestly keep that in the main, unless I guess I could sign up for Slumber, which Slumber isn't my side. So like other matches, if I don't need Subversion, I sided out for Slumber just so I have another going first card.
Okay,
instead.
That's fair. Yeah.
And of course, 1 Philia and 1 Curse. This is pretty much your little engine for Witch to get into Vengeance and grab Vengeance.
Yeah.
But I would say that's it for the Azamina stuff. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and start going into non-engine. So I decided to side Ash. I don't really like main decking Ash because a lot of times if I did see it going second into like, let's say Yummy or like Draco Tail, it just didn't feel that good to me. I just rather want value. So I decided to side Ash. But in my main deck, I just do 3 Mold Charming Fulas. That's pretty standard. And this is my favorite card of the whole event was Book of Eclipse.
Book of Eclipse is crazy right now, yeah.
I love Book of Eclipse. It was just so many boards, like let's say Yummy or Vanquishable Canine. I just put this down and turn off like half their effects.
Yeah.
And plus, not only that, like if I go first, I can always set it, or if I know I don't need it, I can just pitch it for one of my White Forest cards for effects.
Okay.
So it's just I like because I get value out of it, right? So, and then I am playing 2 Thrust in the main. I've seen a lot of lists do 3. I like 2 because sometimes there's times where your opponent just doesn't have monsters. If I open up too many of these, they're just dead cards.
Yeah, it's a card you want to open but not see multiples of.
Exactly, yeah. So I think 2, in my opinion, I think the perfect amount for this deck. And then we're gonna go ahead and do 2 full spiritual goods. Shout out to Adam on the camera. We talked about this card a little bit, and and so another guy locals Isaiah. They both tried to get me on this, and I was like, all right, we'll give this a shot. I love it because it lets me pitch Black Goat Laughs. It lets me pitch Cursed Diabell, so it helps me get it's like a pseudo starter to me, and also I can pitch Black Goat Laughs, help break boards.
Yeah, it helps you extend.
Yes, exactly. And then of course, 2 Black Goat Laughs. I finally got a second one because I thought I really needed it, but in hindsight, I didn't. I never used a second one because most games I used 1 and that was it.
Yeah.
Now opening it's really nice, but I mean I am playing 2 full spiritual goods, so essentially I'm playing 3 Black Goat Laughs. 2 Thrusts. Essentially I'm playing 3. 5. So after this event, I'm going to cut this deck back down to 1. I think that's all you need personally.
I'd say that's fair.
But it's such a good card. And of course, the last 2 in the main deck, we have Talents and Call By. Just more non-engine cards. I think just really solid right now.
I'd say that's fair, yeah.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the extra deck real quick. Now, I still play Chirozzo because I still a bridge, and he's kind of like he helps start my White Forest. I guess helps out my White Forest deck if I open Azamina cards.
Helps fix bad hands. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Helps fix my bad hands. You kind of have to play him, but he's okay. I feel like he's kind of mandatory anymore. But now when it comes to White Forest monsters, of course, Cilia, Silvera. I love this fucking card.
Card's
I love
insane.
this card. I don't know, like resolving one in one game, resolving it 3 times is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Especially like Susurrus too. If you set Susurrus and you have this in graveyard, you can go ahead and you can attribute one of your other synchros and illusions, shuffle it back, and summon this back from graveyard because this is not a once per turn and it's on summon, special summon. So so you can use Susurus as well to bring her out as well if she's in graveyard. And of course, Diabell's White Witch. That's pretty standard. Poplar, the quick synchro. So to make Vengeance to to back row pop. Dry Shim, pretty solid. Board wipe for monsters or spells. Chaos Angel, love that card. And then of course, Herald of the Orange Light. I didn't use him that much. I used him maybe 3 times, but that's because like if I only open field spell.
Yeah.
Open field spell. I would have this set with White Witch, or sorry, with Diabells, and then and having that board, of course, with Debtors, it just helped increase my going first, especially because like Draco Tail can't really play under that well. They kind of struggle with it. I mean, they can, but like it just cut off a lot of resources.
Yeah. Kind of throttles them a little bit.
Yeah, and then right here for the Azamina cards, we'll go ahead and, of course, one Versilago, one Azamina Illusilvia, Mo Regine.
That card's insane. I love that card.
I absolutely love that card too. Yeah, just because I can use summon her off Saint Azamina. It's free, and I can use her effect to bring back Diabell's. Synchro, just to bring her back after I fuse into Saint Azamina, which Saint and the Yummy matchup is absolutely good because they can't surprise, they can't target destroy like her itself, so they tend to struggle with this. And of course I put back my favorite Azamina card, Soul. He's just a really great breaker card going in, so like if I open up like let's say Debtors and Vengeance, it's just I can just do that like in the main phase, the force interaction before I commit anything really good.
Soul is a very good card.
Yes,
very underrated.
And then of course the last card, I kind of have to play SP, in case I get Contact Seed, which the last regionals happened twice, so
that's fair.
I feel like this card I kind of have to still play it. If Contact Seed wasn't a thing, I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't play this thing.
Yeah, that's a
but I'll probably play like actual Azamina, fusion over her. But right now with Contact Seed, you kind of have to play her.
Okay, that's fair.
But I would say that's it for the extra deck.
Have you ever thought about playing Cross Sheep for a Contact C out instead of the SP?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just SP is just still a somewhat of an interruption, because you can banish yourself and banish a monster on their field. So I think I would like to try Cross Sheep one day again, but I think SP is just a little bit better at the moment for me.
That's fair.
Hold on, and this is the side deck. 3 Lancia, Malice, Crystron, Droll. I'm still playing. Ash, I am playing going first, only for going first. I don't play this going second, not at all, unless maybe Draco Tail probably put it in, but going first, I take out my Mulch Charmies and put these in instead now.
Okay.
So it helps. 2 Perulia, and then right here, my favorite little card, Power Filter, because there's so much yummy going around. If they don't have back row hate at all, once you lay this down and it resolves, they're not playing the game.
Game's over.
They're just not playing the game. You put it down and you go, do you have Cosmic or Harpies? They say no. Sorry. Sorry. And of course, the last card I was talking about earlier, Slumber. Because like I used to main deck this, over Subversion, but a lot of times I lost die roll and I opened this going second. I'm pretty cheesed.
That's fair, yeah. I don't think I want to open that.
Yeah, because it doesn't do much to go in second, so that's why I just side deck it. So if I know I'm going first, I put this in. So if I do open it, I don't feel as bad because it's still a Book of Moon.
Yeah, and then you just take out this version, you're good. Yeah.
Exactly. The only time I keep some version going first now is if I play against K9 or Draco Tail.
I'd say that's valid.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Sam. Congratulations on your top. Do you have any shout-outs?
I mean, I'll show of course, everyone who rode it with me to, You know, to Pittsboro, shout out to Longshot, you know, Aiden right behind the camera. And of course, our sponsor here, Smart TCG. I fucking love this deck box. It's very small and compact. And, you know, if you want a deck box like this, all you have to use is was a Longshot 10 at checkout. I think that's pretty solid, 10% off. Other than that, yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.